We're gonna have to adjust the dates. Download. This is an actual investment vehicle, and return on that is return to risk-free portfolio, right? So let's calculate that too. So I'm gonna delete all the dates before 6/4/2007. So let's see. Delete entire row. Copy. Oops. Copy. Paste formats. Okay. Let's make a note. This is return on risk-free assets. Okay. If I want a portfolio that has a beta of 1.306 using TISPX as the market portfolio, I need to invest a certain amount on the benchmark and the rest onto the what you want to call risk-free rate, risk-free assets. But remember, risk-free asset has a beta of 0. So let's call this star portfolio. I'm going to invest that much into the benchmark and 1 minus that much into the risk-free asset. Now let's make sure that these are fixed. In this case, I'm basically borrowing. If my portfolio size is 10,000, this start portfolio invests 10,360 onto the benchmark portfolio, borrows $360. Because that's the only way I could increase my beta without using anything but the benchmark portfolio. It's also, and remember, these are weekly returns, so don't think that's a small number. I mean, on an annualized basis, that's 0.67%. But also remember, during most of that time, interest rates were 0. or short-term interest rates were zero. Now let's also calculate the mean and standard deviation of the star portfolio. This is the return that I would have gotten had I invested into benchmark portfolios, but that also had same amount of risk, right, as my original portfolio. So the difference between my performance and the star portfolio, if you think about it, is my risk-adjusted performance. My actual performance minus performance of a portfolio that has exactly the same beta risk as I do. Now, that's a weekly number. So if you think about it, that's 1 plus that number raised to the power 52 minus 1. So on a risk-adjusted basis, TIRX actually outperforms the index fund by about 27 basis points per year. You're thinking that's not such a big number. Let's think about that. Suppose these are the averages, right? Let's invest for 40 years into the actual fund versus the star portfolio at those average rates. $52 times 40. Or let's just do this. If you invested $1 40 years ago and earned 20.2 basis points per week, in 40 years, your $1 would have become 66.52. Okay. On the star portfolio, with E1, oh, times your $1 would have become 59.72. Now, do you get the difference? Even though it's 0.27, you're basically earning about 10% more relative to the risk-adjusted portfolio, or portfolio that has the same beta risk as you do. So that 27 is not very small. It's not huge, but it's not very small. What's more important about that, the actual outperformance is higher, but some of that goes into the management fee. I mean, assuming, let's see. If you think about the gross, no, I should say plus. I'm roughly adding back where are you?